Alright, hello. This is a cast between the FLHS Falcons and the SHS Bears. This is week one of the EGF stuff. EGF stuff. EGF game league thing. This is not an actual game, this is just a scrimmage between both teams. Just to have some fun. We're playing with the week one maps, starting off with beautiful Hanamura. And yeah, it's going to be very nice. We start off here. The CVCK blue is the Falcons. The red is those guys are the Bears, and we're gonna start off here. Bears are gonna be on attack first round, while the Falcons are gonna be playing the defensive position on the first round. So just taking a quick look. This is the first point over here. The courtyard, all the stuff, prepare your defenses, and what the? Hold up. Uh-oh. Audio issue right now. For some reason, it is not taking the audio in from Overwatch. Just gonna fix that quickly. Try to fix that quickly. I don't know. What's that? Oh, what? Oh, all of a sudden it's working. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, that's good. So, we're going to look at the team comps. The Falcons are running a... Okay, so they've got a Junkrat. They got their pretty solid defensive strat. Linus is playing on McCree, so he can definitely stand back, stay on point. And he has this entire range of the courtyard to play with. While Zoom, who typically plays Junkrat, can totally play up in front, take advantage of all the closed rooms in the front part of the first point, and that'll be very good, very advantageous to him. While we're looking at a dive comp coming out from the Bears, moving in, and the Bears are actually moving in over through the left, going over the doors, the thing over here, and they're going straight through the window. The Winston's getting right into the point, although he's throwing in a bubble for his team, and definitely they're just running around to the hut in the back. And Genji's actually moving on to the point quickly. Winston moving in from the top, and the Bears, they managed to go completely around the Ludlowe defenses and are just taking them out, taking full control of the point right now. Although Falcons are coming back on and trying to take it out. CVCK getting a pick on Matthews, and right now, okay, 3 players down, 4 players down for the Bears, and that push managed to get them 1 tick onto the circle bar, but because of that, they couldn't. But because of the solid picks and the solid gameplay from the Falcons, they were unable to actually secure the first point. But solid push there. They managed to get around, and they're basically halfway through pushing in through the first point. Not toxic over here. Just keeping an eye out on the upper window, making sure nobody decides to flank them. And they've traded the Winston out for a Roadhog, although not toxic, and Cranker are now both down. And I hear Zoom's Riptire managed to get 3 picks off of both the Junkrat and the healers for Bears. Matthews goes down to Glacier, and now that was a failed push from Bears. We got currently 2 ults already ready for use on the Falcon side, while 2 more almost coming online, Glaciers and Snarks. Although, oh wow, Glacier gets picked off immediately by the Junkrat, and Bears are actually moving in through the right, deciding to go through, crash, diving right into the point just to be able to start taking control of it and healing up his team. And yeah, wow, Bears are already taking complete control of the point, and they're managing to push him off. Although Snark, his ult gets shut down by Crash, just getting killed, and now the Bears have taken objective A and have now 5 minutes and 44 seconds to work with to take control of the second point. Very solid push there. They managed to get around through the small hut towards the right, and since the majority of Falcons' defense was in the courtyard, Bears were able to just walk around it and focus again to the point where the Falcons had to run back to contest. Although now we see multiple ults coming out from both sides, and Falcons actually getting a majority of the picks right here for spot. Oh wow, that's a complete team wipe of the Bears. Falcons getting a team kill right there, very impressive. And obviously they use that Orisa ult, and the only ult the Falcons have right now is the Zenyatta Transcendence, which they could use for any defenses, while the Bears have both Whole Hog and Arissa's... No, wait, never mind. Arissa's being switched off to Diva, and Cranker's going back to Winston. Now, will reset their ults, but it will allow them to run an actual dive comp. So it seems like they're going to be much more aggressive this time around. Could pay off. The Falcons are playing off the point with 4 of their players over here in the side corner, although they managed to pick off Cranker, so definitely the strong point necessary Winston to pull off a dive comp has been taken down. The Bears are going to have to wait for him to respawn, and yeah, Falcons are capable of actually holding them down, preventing the Bears from pushing into the top of the Hanamura second point, and they're just Zoom over here doing some solid damage, taking out Crash, and yeah, just staggering the respawns. Just as Cranker gets back, Crash has to be killed off, so Bears still have to wait for their next player to come over. And wow, very solid play over here. Zoom doing a lot of damage, and because of this massive damage that Falcons have been able to just output, although the Riptire coming out from Falcons getting shut down by Lineth. Very solid play right there. Cranker trying to get on there, or the whole Bears team getting on there. Cranker's dead. Lineth getting a triple man kill right here, and now the only player alive is not Toxic and Matthews. Matthews getting his Diva ult just shut down, and now stuck in Baby Diva. Snark is behind her. She's behind Snark, but like right. Oh, never mind. Matthews gets picked off by Snark right there, last second, as she tries to get out of there. Very well played. Just allowing Falcons to just build up their ults. They didn't barely use any ults. They only really used Linus's ult right there, showing so they still got a solid economy, while over here Bears, they have Moira's ult, but that's about it. Junkrat's Riptire coming out from Zoom, and just looking to prevent Bears from actually pushing in, though it manages to get the pick on Crash. Rissa over here just blocking him off. Falcons taking control of that upper left-hand corner. Glacier just trying to do damage from far, and yeah, a lot of ults being used on the Falcons. They only have Snarks, DVCK, the Fruity Beams, the ults to play with, while the only ult on the Bear team, which is Lobsterology's Moira ult, she is now down, so she has to come back to the team. Ruffiol Raifofo is actually been picked off, so he's gonna have to come back. And overall, oh wow, Falcons have actually been pushing the Bears back, not Toxic getting picked, and now they have control of the balcony up here, although they are very much off point. So if, oh wait, never mind, they're moving back. If the Bears decide to maybe just rush into the point through the main entrance, they could possibly just catch the Falcons off guard and just get on point, at least get some, maybe one tick on. They have the Lucio sound barrier to work with, so that could definitely protect them for a fair amount of time to make sure that they get one tick. Bears pulling the Reinhardt. Seems like they're doing exactly what I just said. Moving out to the point. Zarya over here just trying to bubble him. And the Rissa ult coming out from the team. But as I said, the Bears are making use of that sound barrier, although they... Alright, they're keeping him alive. Zoom and Stevie CK both off. Stevie CK is actually switching off over to the ult coming out from Glacier, just trying to contest the point, making sure that Bears don't actually take it out, allowing for the rest of the Falcons to just get on the point. And his work is Stevie CK going around, managed to pick off Cranker. And now only the healers are really left on point for the Bears, although they're being taken down. And yeah, CVCK making quick work of the team, taking out Non-Toxic. Zoom's Concussion Mine taking out both Rofio's ult and himself. Crash getting killed by Snark, and now the Falcons have once again taken control of the second point, though the Bears have managed to go roughly a third of the way on the charge. Cranker's ult almost coming out, Rofio going out and picking the McCree, probably for a little bit of long range engagement. No ults really ready for play. Wow, not Toxic getting mowed down by Lineth. So what the Bears are definitely probably going to try doing is, Falcons are still playing like out above there on the top, giving themselves a nice height advantage. So any initial push that the Bears make would definitely get shut down by can easily be shut down by Falcons because they just have the height advantage, and it's going to be very hard for the Bears to attack them. They're still trying to go in there since they only got 10 seconds left. Just contesting the point, maybe forcing overtime. Glacier taking down Cranker, and Rofio trying to get kills, getting killed himself. Moira ult taking out Matthews, and Riptire coming out from, I believe, Zoom, but doesn't really matter. Round 1 complete. Bears managed to get about 44% on the second point of Hanamura, but very solid just defense. Falcon focusing on the high ground and just making sure they have a better vantage and sight, better sights on the Bears, so that the Bears during any of their pushes would just get completely shut down. So yeah, that's very good. Now teams are switching. Lineth and his team, the Falcons, are now going in on the offense, while Cranker and the Bears are going out and playing on defense. Let's look at the thing at the team composition. They're still, organizing it. So a possibility. All right. So Not Toxic is going for the Soldier, probably just playing a similar role as the McCree was on Falcons defense, just staying back, playing in the courtyard, using the long sight lines to, defend the point very well and just picking off Falcon players, while Falcon is actually running a triple tank. I see they're going to be going in with Lucio, the Moira, a not Rhoda. Yeah, they're going to be using Roadhog and Zoom. Schnark is going to be on Zarya, and Stevie CK is on Vine. Even though they're doing, that'll be good. They can definitely have the Stevie CK just rush in Zarya and get bubbled by Zarya, make a ruckus on the main point, while Zoom protects the main damage, the main supports for Falcon on the back line, and Lineth can just walk in and, seriously, if you can just move in, take out all the defenses. Although, wait, never mind. Sorry, what? Okay, that was weird. I don't know. It doesn't really build ult charge. Foodie Meme's trying to build ult charge for Glacier, but not really working. And yeah, I believe. Alright, so Rofio is playing a bit farther back, taking control of this upper window, although not much it won't be very important. CVCK just trying to provide a shield for his team, going straight in there, moving in. Linus actually picking off Matthews really quickly, and yeah, Falcons are actually focusing on the players, not so much on the point, but they really just want to get rid of all the Bears players so they can take the point uncontested. Although the Bears have actually been able to go back and just fall back onto a point, and the Falcons are deciding to move back and go back to the beginning area of point 1. Yeah. It was a good attempt by Falcons there. They were definitely aiming for the Bears players so that they could just get rid of him. And the pick up Matthews was very nice. They could have probably actually moved in more and capitalized on that, but decided not to. If Linus can get, Linus is able to get a kill on Crash. Also, I just saw that CVCK got a kill on the Moira, Lobsterology, and Matthews goes down from CVCK, and now Falcons actually have full control of the point right now. Non-Toxic getting fruity memes, but Cranker going down to Schnark. Nothing much else happening. Non-Toxic trying to contest the point, but Falcons managed to shut him down immediately. And now, wow, Falcons have managed to take control of the point, and they've actually gotten more time to work with than what the Bears had at this current moment. They have 4 ults to work with, while Bears only have none, actually. They have Not Toxic and Lobsterology on 80% respectively, so they're not really much to work with. Bears trying to do a similar strat, just taking the high ground, taking control of that, but the ult coming in from Foodie Means, just protecting the rest of the Falcon team, making sure none of them die. Ooh, missed ult from CVCK, but perfectly acceptable. Linus just getting the picks. Bears have actually jumped back onto the point, trying to take control of it, and they're actually doing quick work. Falcons, they didn't really focus on the point and they were just so focused on going up into the balcony that they actually didn't notice that the Bears were jumping back down. So as the Falcons were going up that stairs, the Bears were just able to jump on, take control of the main point, and as the Falcons rushed to just get back on point to contest it, where they were able to pick off the healers first, and then everybody else just fell right on afterwards. So yeah, ults on both sides. Lineth and Zoom have their ults, so the Falcons can work with a Death Blossom and a full Hog. And it seems like they're going to be going through the main entrance, just using Ryan's shield to take it out, and relying on their DPS and Diva to get rid of Moira. Yeah, Death Blossom coming out, getting shut down by Not Toxic, but of course, Lineth was capable of getting Rofio and Crash. Definitely taking down the DPS and the healing capabilities of Bear. And now Falcons have taken complete control of the first point, got it to 44%, and the Falcons are capable of taking the first dub of the match. Congratulations to Falcon, very solid play there. Just building up their ults and being able to get the picks and focusing on the correct Bears players to just completely destroy the defense. Very well played there. Zoom's play over here, just solid damage. This is on defense, yeah. Those concussion mines going out and the grenade usage very on point. And Riptide coming out, managing to get 3 kills. Very solid, just completely shutting down that defense right there and that push. So yeah, very well played by the Falcons. We'll see what they'll do, for the next map, which is Nepal. So yeah, now we'll just let the teams organize themselves. Alright. Watch. Alright, so the teams switching over to Nepal here. Both teams are going to have to play much more aggressively because Nepal map, you know, going to be a control point. So, although wait, are they switching over to? Never mind. Yeah. So they're playing Nepal. Sorry, I just got distracted by the background of it being Hollywood, but it isn't. And yeah. Sorry, one second. I gotta make sure there's stuff here. Okay. So, yep, they're switching over to Nepal. This is a control point map. So the Bears and the Falcons will both have to play a solid offense and maybe switch on over to a defense right when they get the point. So yeah, we'll see how well they play. Falcons, they have very solid DPS and they can manage to focus down players. They're very good. Lyneth is an exceptional DPS in the game, so really, you give the man an inch, he takes a mile. So the Bears are going to have to be very careful here, just not letting the Falcon players pick them off and like focus fire on certain players, just making sure that they stay as a group and they can keep everybody just alive together. So we're starting off in Nepal Village for the first point of the game. Definitely. Yeah. Sorry, I thought for a second that I wasn't recording, but I am. Yay. So we have Nepal over here, Nepal Village. Nice open map. It has a very small room for the control point, so a Junkrat would be very exceptional and very useful on this map. Although, very interesting pick for Falcons. They're actually going with a Torbjorn and they're joking, right? This is a joke. They're going all DPS. Although technically, because Symmetra is a support, one support, I suppose. This is definitely some sort of meme thing, so I'm going to check back on them later. The Bears, they're playing over here. They're going to be doing a bit more of a dive comp. Yeah, they're going for a dive comp. Lobsterology switching over to the Lucio, providing his team with speed boost. I don't think the Falcons are switching off. Are they actually? No, the Falcons are switching off. They're going for a dive comp as well. CVCK on the Winston and Glacier on Lucio. Lyneth playing on Genji. So nobody's really playing. Fudamemes is like the only player who's using a hero that really excels in close quarters. So we'll see if that really helps out. Wow, Lyneth taking out Crash immediately. A very solid pick right there. The first pick of the game always secures very much a signifier if you secure the first match or not, first combat or not. Schnark and CVCK also picking up kills, and Zoom as well. And Lobsterology going down to CVCK. CVCK also taking out Not Toxic. Very solid picks from him, and that allows his team to go back onto point and take control of it. Very solid play right there. The first pick on the Mercy, who I believe was Crash. Really solid, just denying the Bears team any sort of solid healing, because their only other healer was Lobsterology on Lucio, so not as great as Mercy. So just that one pick really defined that first push. And looks like they're doing the same thing again. CVCK focusing down Crash, and Rufio getting zoomed though, and CVCK getting killed by Cranker. Glacier finally gets Crash, but it's at a cost that 2 of his players. Foodie Means goes down. Not Toxic gets killed by Lyneth, but it might be too late because Matthews is taking out the Snark, although he doesn't manage to finish it off. Lyneth might be going down, but Lyneth popping his Dragon Blade manages to take out both Matthews and Lobsterology. Definitely a solid pick over there, and Lyneth just staying on the point, just fending it, and Falcons are able to just take control of point and shutting down any initial advantage that the Bears had and just picking them off. Just solid play. Seriously. Lineth right there with his Dragon Blade, really solid kills. Managed to trade back the deaths of his comrades by getting both Crash and Matthews. I believe it was Crash. So, yeah. Both teams converging at this small room, trying to do damage. But Bear is capable of pushing in, definitely because of the defense matrix, just eating up most of the projectiles being thrown at him. No, not Toxic. Trying to take out players. He gets killed by his own Deadeye because of Lineth, and Lineth taking out Crash as well. Zoom taking out Rofio. Stevie CK out taking out Lobsterology, and yeah, Matthews trying to do as much damage with his gun, but not much. Zoom just manages to melee him down, and Bears shut down once again. That ult from not Toxic, not doing much. Sure, managed to take out Lobsterology. I mean, managed to take out Glacier, but aside from that, Lineth just shut him down. Lineth popping a Dragon Blade, but not really using it much, just doing damage over here. Not Toxic getting picked off, and Lineth actually dying. So, okay, the Schnarks self-destruct managed to pick off 2. Cranker's Diva Mech and Lobsterology. Schnark also taking out Rofio, and along with Cranker at the end. So, Falcons very solidly contesting the point. Foodie Memes doing a good job of healing up his team in such a close, confined area. Matthews trying to pop his ult to get Falcons off the point, but without so much team backup, not going to be able to do much. Schnark manages to pick off Matthews, and that's it. Lobsterology trying to contest the point, but just can't do it. Overtime ticking down for the Bears, and Falcons are capable of taking up the first point of Nepal. Very well played, just solid, focusing on certain players. Seriously, the Falcons are exceptionally amazing at that. Very well played there from them. Just very good. And with 2 flankers, Zoom and Lineth, who are just so focused on picking off individual characters, it's just playing to Falcon's strength. It really is. So now we're here at Nepal's map Shrine. Much more open, still a bit confined, this control point, but because of its open area, a Pharah can do a lot of good work, as seen by Not Toxic's choice of Pharah, and Crash's choice of Mercy might imply that they're going to be going for a pharmacy over here. Yeah. Oh, well, so Not Toxic trying to do some damage, just picking off, building his ult a bit. Lineth over here, just trying to get around, focusing down Lobsterology, trying to pick off the Moira first. Almost, and he pulls it off. Manages to pick off, actually it was CVCK that managed to take out Lobsterology. He took off Rofio. And wow! Okay, that's very well played by Lineth. He just jumped up using the climbing ability, managed to take out the Mercy Crash out of midair. Wow, that was very exceptionally skilled there. Very well. Just mechanically, this man, he's very solid. Just give him any DPS and he'll just be able to completely destroy the enemy team. Lobsterology definitely gonna want to watch out for him again. So teams playing close together. Rofio, hopefully he's gonna be looking out for Lineth. Yeah, Matt, the bubble going down, all the Lobsterology just to get the preemptive Lineth attack. So CVCK's electric gun coming in, doing major damage. Might actually be able to take out Cranker, and it does. Zoom takes it out. Lobsterology getting picked off, and getting picked off again by Lineth. Stevie CK getting Matthews. Lineth actually getting picked off by Non-Toxic, and Non-Toxic along with Crasher both on the point. Though Stevie CK managed to get back on here, and before they take it, control the point. Falcon come back in and clean them up. Very good defense from Falcon. Just solid playing right there, and really, it seems like anything that the Bears try to do, splitting up the team, focusing, playing together, just isn't working against Falcon because they're just so powerful with their DPS. That is just, you just managed to pick off everybody. It really is impressive. So Rofio over here, going over here. Glacier getting, oh wow, okay. Glacier, the ult from Zoom actually allowing Matthews to build up his charge. Although Linus' Dragon Blade coming out, and along with Cranker's. Cranker's ult actually pulls out, just shutting down a lot of attack from the Falcon team. But doesn't matter because Stevie CK going around just harassing and separating the Bears team from each other, and managed to take out Rofio. Very solid play right here. Maybe Matthews might be going down as well. He does to Glacier, and Cranker just trying to move in without his team, getting forced to move back, and this map might just go to Falcons. And it does. So what do you expect? Falcons take the second map of the match, and just, wow. It really is their solid DPS, and their very aggressive playstyle. I would say the CVCK actually got a lot of kills there. I'm praising Lineth a lot, and he very does deserve it. Like, you'll see, he's multiple play of the game worthy moments in this game. That this ult denial by Lineth to not toxic, very noteworthy there. Very well played. So yeah, the Falcons just. Their DPS is very strong, but CVCK, as you can see by the card, he actually has the most kill participation out of his whole team. So it's not just Lineth here, okay? So it's not they don't have a one-hit wonder. CVCK is also very powerful, and their healers being able to back them up. Very good job on their behalf. So yeah, next map will be Junkertown, and everything else is going fine. Yeah. See if anything happening. Force FPS, one of our spectators just questioning the existence of Bear, I suppose. Yote. Bacon Pie. Falcons player that's being actually switched off with Schnark. Just doesn't mention Bacon Pie. He gets switched out with Schnark. That's good. Junkertown. So, hopefully this time around I cast a full Junkertown game. That'll be nice. Last week disconnection issues. Because of a Northeastern just completely shut down any hope of me actually casting in. But yeah, some people coming in, probably other casters, or just other people want to watch. So, I think I know what it is. Not toxic. He doesn't have the Shanghai Dragons profile picture. That's what's happening. The Bears, they need to be unified, and if they're not unified, they're gonna get their ass handed to them. So, not toxic. Come on, man. You got to switch over to the Shanghai. They're the worst team in the league, but you got to go with it. Come on. You got to be in unison with your team. You seriously, man. Come on. San Francisco Shock, the logo's terrible. You got to give it up, man. We'll see if they're going to start soon. Oh, see? Falcons. They're switching over to the Florida. What are they called again? Florida Bombers? Florida Mayhem. That's them. Yeah, Mayhem. I know team names. I probably should have known that from the M, because there's no M in Florida. Alright, entering the game, Junkertown, an escort map, so the offense will be focusing on pushing a payload around. Very nice and open map. There's first part of the map is basically just an open field, an open field town that just allows for a lot of long range play and a lot of nice setups, especially for Bastion. Especially on offense, because this is a very solid map for Pirate Bastion, as you saw from Glacier's initial pick. Although it seems like Falcons are just trying to troll me and pick all offense in the first 10 seconds. The Bears team on defense, they're going to be running Orisa, Roadhog, Junkrat. Yeah, Not Toxic is the only real hero, I would say, that could actually make use of the openness of this first point. Like, Junkrat can definitely, get people off the payload, and since it's a very small objective that the offense team has to focus on, the concussion mines can come in very handy. But I would say that a Widow would be a very nice pick on this, just because of her long sight lines. And I mean, I can't say how well. Maybe they don't really need a Widow. I mean, if the Falcon team decides to go with a maybe a Pharah or something like that for some reason, they could totally go in. Although the Junkrat pick does make a bit sense in the context that Falcons do like to run a lot of flanker heroes. So, although, never mind, this time around they're going with more snipers. So, we're going to see over here the perspective of Not Toxic. Just going in, just trying to move in. CBCK on Orisa, just helping Glacier set up the Bastion. So, Fudamine is actually the only healer on the team right now, and she's focusing on Bastion right now. CBCK is fortified, just providing an extra shield, per se, for the Falcon team. Lynn is picking off Lobsterology, so still playing his flanker role as a sniper. Cranker going down, and Crash going down, everybody just going down on the Bears team. And in a matter of seconds, Falcon have managed to just set up their Pirate Bastion right on the payload and take the first point with very much just ease, complete ease. And 5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining for the Falcons to push out. And yeah, Lineth trying to move in, just getting the information for his team, and maybe just waiting for the Sonic Arrow to come out so that he can go out and just get exactly where the team is at that moment. Allowing a Glacier to just preemptively know where to shoot at and not be surprised by anybody on the Bears team. And well, although Glacier does get picked off by Not Toxic, and Fruity Memes goes down along with Stevie CK and Lineth. So as we say, the Pirate Bastion strat working, the Bears managed to take out a lot of the Falcon team right there. Alright, so Bacon Pie running the Roadhog, just trying to pull away the snipers that they have, Not Toxic, just to make sure that the Bears DPS isn't there. Just crouching around, trying to be a bit sneaky peeky. Going around, that actually does work because their footsteps are not heard as you move it around and crouching, at least not as much. So this could actually work. This would be very interesting. Let's see what they do. The Bear is not. Oh wow, Bastion ult coming from Glacier, and oh wow, the ult from Lineth as well. The dueling dragons taking out Not Toxic. Cranker getting picked off by Zoom. Lobsterology also getting picked off by Zoom. Zerfro, the Bears Junkrat, the only person that actually survives there, and Rofio does have his ult, so he could use Riptire on the payload right now, and definitely get a kill at least on Fruity Memes and Glacier. So might be that he's waiting for it actually. Yeah, this could be interesting, really. Rofio just hiding behind. Yep, Rofio's Junkrat thing coming out and picking off Lineth, but not as powerful as it could have been. Rotire. Bacon Pie just getting some picks. All right. Lineth getting picked off. Rofio getting picked off by Lineth. And yeah, Bacon Pie just playing a bit more aggressively. He has his whole hog ult. Definitely not going to be using it on single people, but now Glacier taking out Lobsterology. Not Toxic trying to take out Bacon Pie, but Bacon Pie getting his butt saved by Fruity Memes. And yeah, just this Pirate Bastion strat just being completely unstoppable, and Falcon being able to just very solidly hold on to it. Arissa ult going down, whole hog coming out from Bacon Pie, just forcing people off. Not Toxic getting picked off, Matthew's getting picked off, Rofio getting picked off, just constant people getting picked off. And Cranker trying to do damage to Bacon Pie, not doing much. Lobsterology's ult coming out, getting picked off by Glacier's tank mode. And Dueling Dragons coming out from Lineth. And wow, Glacier's ult taking out 3 people, along with Zoom's Riptire. And wow, that's just round 1 complete. Falcons staying on that point the entire time, managed to get through the entire map. And finishing off with 3 points, 3 contestant points taken, and they have 3 minutes and 58 seconds to work with on their next offense. Teams are switching sides now. The Bears have their chance at defense. We'll see how well they do. And Falcons, they're going out playing what seems like a very aggressive composition on defense. You know, very much their style. So I can expect a dive comp out of them on any map, any side. They'll run it. They would run it. So if we're looking at the teams, seems like Bears are actually going to try the same thing. Pirate Bastion, very popular strat on escort maps, especially on Junkertown with these long sight ranges. So yeah, I would say that Not Toxic coming out with his Widow, Cranker doing. Seems like this combination of could be a combination. I'm just trying to take into what's going on with the teams. So Cranker, the D.Va pick could definitely be important to break up Falcon's defense, because D.Va can just rush in using her booster jetpacks can just push people around and can easily separate the Falcon players, which is very crucial because if they manage to do that, and then non-toxic able to pick off people like Lyneth and Zoom, that could easily take away almost all the leverage the Falcon has and just, you know, weaken the defense tenfold. Would that ensure a full clean sweep of the Bears offense? Not really, because Falcon, they're really good. But Cranker trying to do just as they said, but immediately her mech gets picked off, and so will she. Not Toxic trying to take out Lyneth, although Lyneth's moving around too fast, and she's going to get a pick. Zoom's constant damage to Matthew's shield, just making it useless. Matthew getting picked off by the help of Glacier, actually by Glacier himself. Lyneth trying to pick off Crash, doesn't really work too well. She gets back in. And yeah, the Bacon Bears are actually now in their spawn, stuck in spawn. Falcons are taking full control of the thing, of the escort payload, and Lyneth taking off Not Toxic, so they can't exactly push in yet. Matthews using Fortify to just get his shield out in front. Lyneth's trying to take it down, actually the entirety of the team. Bacon Pie taking out Rofio. Cranker taking heavy damage. Matthews' shield not lasting very long. And now Lyneth has his Deadeye to use whenever he can, and whenever he wants, really. Not Toxic behind, trying to take out the Glacier, but doesn't manage to do it. Glacier instead taking out him. Lyneth actually moving around, even on defense, he's still a flanker at heart. Matthews trying to make work of it. The Deadeye coming out from Falcon, picking off Crash and Cranker. CVCK taking out Rofio, and Matthew just trying to hold a point along with Lobsterology, but gets picked off by Bacon Pie. Lobsterology out and all alone, getting picked off. Not picked off yet, actually, no. He's still alive. Never mind. Glacier with those solid Zenyatta shots, taking out Lobsterology. God damn, very good play right there. CVCK just, actually the entirety of Falcons just taking him higher position above the escort payload on the bridge over there, using CVCK's shield just as a potential defense. And CVCK's ult went down. Bacon Pie just being very aggressive, using Whole Hog to try pushing people off the cliff there. Cranker just stuck in a corner. Rofio trying to do something, but he just gets pinned by Bacon Pie and completely killed. A team kill on Bears from Falcon ensures that the Bears are going to have to wait a while to make their next push. Yeah, this defense, Fruity Memes, he actually switched off of Anna a bit a while ago. Bacon Pie trying to pick people off. Rofio getting picked off by Glacier in spawn, so it's not like Bears have much room to work with. Falcon's doing a very good job of just keep them in spawn. The escort payload back into its initial. Lyneth's ult coming out. No, Lyneth's ult. Oh wow, Rofio actually shutting down high noon for the Falcons. Non-toxic Dragon Blade is what came out. Didn't actually manage to get a pick there. Zoom actually shutting down Lobsterology, Rofio, and Matthews. Bacon Pie taking out Cranker. So even with that pick on Lyneth and the shutdown of his Deadeye, the Bears still get wrecked. Over here, Fruity Meme's not getting killed by Not Toxic as well, just trying to take him out, but Fruity Meme's just running around, getting support from the Glacier and just getting, sleeping Not Toxic. Bears finally get control of the escort map, but Zoom's Riptire actually going on to point, picking off Rofio and Crash. So if the Falcons can actually rush onto the point, they would have very much a significant advantage, although Bacon Pie is now down right now. Don't know where that came from. And somebody else, I think Zoom was the one picked off, although he just came back in the fight. CVCK having to take back a farther position. Matthews actually pushing up, and oh wow, even did this happen? No. All right, Bears focusing on the payload to make sure that they don't, they can secure an overtime and don't accidentally get pushed off. All right, wow, nano boosted CVCK coming out from Fruity Memes. CVCK not getting many Bacon Pie actually getting kills. Lyneth as well, taking out Rofio, shutting down his ult. Crash revives Non-Toxic, but CVCK's ult does come out and manages to take out Matthews. Crash goes down, Non-Toxic goes down, and CVCK manages to get a lot of kills, assuring that his team gets full control of the escort map, the escort payload, and taking the map. Yeah, Glacier's as Bastion getting play of the game. That Pirate Bastion, especially at the very end, his ult there, we managed to pick off 3 players. I believe it was a Diva, Mech, and Crash. No, it was 3 individual players. It was an ult from Matthews along with Crash, and I believe it was Lobsterology. So very solid match here. Just great plays from all sides. Mostly Falcon. I'm sorry, Bears. And very, very fun, actually. Very GG. Good game. It's 4 matches. Really, it's 4. That's only if it's overtime. I mean, although wait, what's that? Oh wow, the entirety of Bears just left. So yeah, GG. Falcons win. Great game. And that's about it. That's the Falcons. You can check out EGF. Just Google them. Electronic Gaming Federation. I'm Gorka. I didn't mention my name at the beginning, but that's who I am. Gorka. I'm at Gorka_man on Twitter. Just follow this channel if you want to see more casts from EGF scrims. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. So just rate, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Have a nice day.